Welcome, queens and goddesses, to another episode of Get It Girl. On today's Girl Talk, we're going to talk about what are some of the most common phrases that we say to our single friends that actually should be avoided.
Licensed relationship expert and radio host of Love Talk Live, Jaime Bronstein is going to help us with that.
And we have Madison Taylor Baez to talk about her new role in the series Selena.
And Cagliardone, a cancer activist.
As you can see, we have a very exciting show ahead of us, so do not go anywhere because Get It Girl is about to start. Listen, dating is hard enough as it is with all that's going on, all the pressure. Girls, you guys are both single. Have there been any things that get on your nerves as single ladies?
Oh my God, I can name two.
Okay, go.
I know. One of them is just, why are you not married?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you? That one just hurts, and people don't understand that as much as, I work on my confidence, that does affect you a little bit. And
Definitely.
as much as your girlfriends think they're helping you, it really does hurt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the other one is, you're too picky. You're never gonna get anywhere like that. It's like, girl, this is the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be picky, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, before being picky was they had to be 7 feet tall. But I mean, I've evolved from that now. Now it's just like they have to be
from
kind,
7 to
right?
6'5". No, I'm just kidding.
6'5" now. But they
so
just have to
funny.
be kind, and they have to like vibe with you, But that comment always, and this has come from really close girlfriends that I love and I know love me, but they think that their opinions are asked for during this time, and it's really not.
Also because they have boyfriends or are married or whatever.
Yes, or they date guys that are whatever.
Yeah.
That's another thing. It's like, if you want to date guys with lower standards, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you, but don't judge me either.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because they want to be single.
Yeah, well, I think, ones in bad relationships, I think, do want to be single.
Yeah.
But there's, codependency is something real.
Yeah, the fear of being alone.
Exactly. And people settle.
What bugs me, it's like that. The time that you become single, they want to pair with somebody.
Yeah.
Like friends are like, oh, I got that right guy for you.
Exactly.
Let me hook you up. Like,
Did you go up on a lot of setup dates?
Oh, no.
No, you said
I'm
no?
like, I can do it by myself.
Yes.
Like, hey, I don't need your help.
Exactly.
No offense, thank you so much.
Exactly.
But you don't know what I want, really.
Yeah,
you
I
don't.
know. Or when people suggest to get on like Tinder, Hinge, I'm like, no thanks. Like, I'd rather meet someone in person. It's not hard to go out and meet people if you're always out and about.
You know what people do a lot is, I'm in a long distance relationship. So a lot of people are putting pressure on like, oh, so is he gonna move? Are you gonna move?
They don't think
And I'm
it's
like,
serious.
Yeah. It's not that. It's almost like you already know not the problem, that's a problem, but you already know the issue and you don't need somebody else to tell you on top of that. Like when your parents are like, you did this wrong. It's like, you don't think I knew that? It's like, I don't need that extra.
Why is it an issue that you have a long distance?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm like perfectly happy.
You're having your freedom too. Like,
Definitely.
It's all about freedom. It's all about freedom.
Yes,
I'm like,
Gemini say that, of course.
I gotta be free. Oh no, yeah.
Back up off of me. Yeah, no. I feel like too, like, now that I am in a relationship and I have my single friends, like, complaining about guys or, wanting to know certain advice, sometimes I'm like, the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Exactly.
Like, who am I to give, like, advice to? Like, I would rather send you to a therapist or something,
Right?
Girl,
like,
you're on the spot, because a lot of my friends, like, not all of them, I'm not gonna point them out, but they are in relationships, but their relationship doesn't mean that it's healthy.
Exactly.
And then they want to hook you up with their boyfriend's friend. And you're like, no, it's not my type. No, but he's hot. I don't care about hot guy. I just want substance.
Yeah.
I want good chemistry.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Like, but what about if do your friends, your single friends, ask you to get linked up with your boyfriend's
Definitely.
friends? And do you feel comfortable doing that?
No, because I almost feel like it's like when you set someone up with your brother. Like, I have 2 brothers, and I'm very protective.
Oh, really? No,
yeah.
Oh, you're gorgeous.
But I just feel like if it's not gonna happen organically, then I don't want that to happen. But also my boyfriend's friends are like all married with kids. So I'm like, sorry, they're all taken. They're from the Midwest. So they're like being, you know, got hitched pretty soon.
Those Midwest guys, I miss it. I went to Purdue and I miss not marrying my college sweetheart. Really? He went to study to be a dentist, and he wanted me to go with him to Indianapolis, and I was like, there's, you know, the grass is greener in LA, and every guy I've dated in LA has been a cheater.
Now?
Yeah.
I'm like, he's married now with another Latina. He found the one other Latina in Indiana.
There were two.
Yeah, there's two of us. Yes, exactly. But I mean, the Midwest has such a different,
it's a different vibe.
It's just a different vibe.
Yes. Have you ever been set up by your friends on
Yes,
a date?
I have, and it's been a nightmare. Really? And it sucks because then you're kind of like, you kind of hate your friend a little bit.
Yeah, you're like, why?
You're like, why? And I only do it because they, you know, when your friends feel sorry for you, like, oh, I have the perfect person for you. And if I'm bored and if I'm just like, all right, I guess I can have a free dinner.
To be like,
so,
I guess I'll get a meal.
Girl, I go on dates to eat, okay? Yeah. I'm saying it.
The truth.
Well, we need to take a quick break, but when we come back, Jaime Bronstein will help us navigate those waters even better.
She is a licensed relationship expert and radio host of Love Talk Live. Everyone, please welcome Jaime Bronstein.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us. We are very excited to talk to you.
We have all our questions, right?
We do, yes. We love relationship talk. And we're talking about things that you shouldn't say to your single friends. But first, why is it important to celebrate being single?
It's important to celebrate being single because I believe in being present. You know, if there's nothing that you can do about it, because in a lot of ways it is out of our control, then just let's celebrate where we are. And the more that we celebrate where we are, the more that we actually unknowingly manifest that person coming in when we kind of just relax into being single.
Yeah, they always say like a relationship comes when you're not looking.
When you're not
Yeah,
looking.
exactly. And single people are people.
Yeah,
we're all human. We're all human. We should all be celebrated for who we are, where we are in life at all times.
What do you think the biggest topics are that people are interested when they're single and trying to get into a relationship that you share advice on?
Yeah, it's basically, well, I have three main things that I use to tell people when they're dating, and it's ATV, being authentic, trusting, and being vulnerable. So that comes up a lot. And so being authentic is basically I help my clients, friends, we talk about it on the show, basically living life from your authentic self, showing up authentically on these dates. Trust. Not necessarily, I'm not talking about all these relationships where like, I can't trust the person or a trust issue, which that comes in also, but it's trusting ourselves.
And the universe. That
And the
it's
universe,
gonna bring
yes.
to us what we need at the exact moment.
Trusting always in everything.
It's like trusting the feeling when you meet
Trusting our intuition at all moments throughout the whole dating process. And then vulnerability. Huge. So when we are vulnerable, that is how we connect. And people don't think about it. And people are scared to be vulnerable, but vulnerability is so important throughout the whole dating, you know, as you date, as you start and as you go along.
And what would you say to people that say you don't want to, you know, I've heard people that say, be yourself when you go out on dates, and then other people are like, no, there's a strategy, there's a game, you can't be yourself because then you
power struggle.
Yeah. What would you tell that person that?
I would say bless your soul. Okay. Being authentic is the answer to everything in life. It truly is. It takes so much energy to be anything else but ourselves.
Yeah.
So we can just relax into, if somebody just said just be yourself, and you don't have to be anybody else, and then you just take a deep breath and you ask yourself, who am I, what do I bring to the table? And then you just go for it, and that's who you are, and it feels just more aligned with everything in the flow of life.
I feel like a lot of people are afraid to show who they are. They're afraid to be themselves because they're afraid to be rejected.
Exactly,
Right,
but if somebody's not going to like you for who you are, then it's not the right person.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, this also applies to friends. Like, there's a quote from Oprah, and she says, if everybody in this world liked you, you wouldn't be being yourself.
Yeah, that's true. You
that
can't
is so
please
true.
everyone. So we were talking about just the harmful things that we can say to maybe some of our single friends. Like, can I go through a list of questions? You tell me why it's harmful to say
Sure,
these sort of
yeah.
things. So, like, maybe something like, you need to lower your standards. You're too picky.
Okay, so depending on the person that is said to, it can be very detrimental, because what if someone is, going around living their life being picky and, discerning, between their dating, and then all of a sudden, what if they listen to that person and they all of a sudden start settling, they end up getting married to this person, and then they resent that person for not allowing them to just do what they want to do. So it can be very detrimental.
And there's no such thing as being too picky, I think, right? Especially since it's the rest of your life you're talking about, right?
Yes.
It's your needs. It's what you feel, right?
And we are the experts of ourselves. We are the only people that truly know what feels good to us. And no one, doesn't matter what's on paper, it's our heart. I'm very big into the heart and the energetic connection between two people that no one else understands or needs to understand.
Definitely. Another big saying we're talking about is the, why are you single?
Oh, that's the best. So that's like a backhanded compliment.
Because I get that in my DM on a daily basis.
So it's a compliment because they're giving you a compliment. You're an attractive person, or you're smart, or whatever it is. But it also makes you feel like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
And it's just not
Oh
cool.
my gosh. Wow. Like I said, we were very excited to talk to you. We could go on for forever, but unfortunately we do have to take a break. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your knowledge.
Oh, so happy to be here.
We have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back after these commercials. Just under 10 years old and already a breakout star, please welcome one of the stars of Selena, the series, Madison Taylor Baez. Oh my gosh, I seriously can't stop looking at her. She's like the cutest little girl. You make me think of Selena. I even wore my Selena tail today. Selena vibes, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel with this new project? How excited are you? What are your feelings like right now?
Well, I'm so excited because, Selena is actually me because, we both started learning Spanish at the same age. We both started singing. Our dad introduced us to music. Wow. And
So you feel really connected to her character, or her person, right?
Yes, definitely.
Oh my God, and you've, this is not nothing new. You've sang in front of so many people, the national anthem at with the LA Dodgers, the Lakers,
everywhere.
Yes.
So what was your first experience really public?
Well, my first experience was actually the LA Lakers, and I was 7 years old, and I just learned the national anthem, and I was so excited, but I was really nervous because it was my first performance. But right when I got that mic and started singing, I was like, wait a second, Maddie, you got this, let's do this.
Oh my God. You just felt like the natural calling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And was acting something just naturally that came to you too? Because I know you were a singer,
Yes.
but now acting, there's remembering lines, you know,
Yes.
having to play this role. Is this something that just has also come just really natural to you?
Well, yes, and when I watch TV a lot.
Okay.
So and there's a show that I watch, and it's about a superhero. So I really want to act and be a superhero, and I want to be a singer, and that's how I got into acting.
Oh gosh, and memorizing the lines has been so easy for you?
Yeah, because, memorizing lines is kind of like memorizing lyrics for a song. Yeah. So I think it kind of came to me naturally.
Came naturally. So where do you see yourself in the future?
I see myself as a big superstar, a singing superstar, and an acting superstar.
Wow.
And is there a theme? Do you want to play love movies? Do you want to do dramatic? Do you want to do novelas? Do you have an idea of kind of what would be exciting for you to try?
I really want to be a superhero, with awesome powers and with a secret identity and a secret lair. And that would be really cool.
Do you get a lot of girls and boys in your age coming up to you, recognizing you?
Well, actually, yeah. A lot of people in my school and even in public, they're like, oh, hey, are you Madison Taylor Baez? And I'm like, oh, yeah, hey!
I love her personality. And where can we see the Selena series then?
Well, you can watch it on Netflix.
Okay.
It comes out sometime in 2020. But
Okay.
we don't know
It'll be a
yet.
surprise.
We don't know.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a surprise. Yeah.
Are you on Instagram or like what do you like to use as far as social media?
My Instagram and Facebook is Madison Baez Music.
Okay.
And I also have a website, which is also Madison Baez Music.
Oh my God, website too.
Do you have any new music releasing? Are you gonna release some music, some songs?
Well, I think I might, yeah.
In the future, soon.
In the future, yes.
And are you wanting to focus on English or Spanish or both?
Maybe a little bit of both, because I really like singing in Spanish.
Right? I mean, Spanish is such a beautiful language. And I will say, as you develop your career, it's going to be able to open up more doors if you do the English and the Spanish. And what about dancing? Where is that in your talent? Have you explored that talent yet?
Well, I really just make my own moves.
See?
Yeah.
I love
Your own choreographer. Like,
Yeah.
you have it all, the whole package. Okay, so Madison, can you sing a song, please?
Sure.
Share something.
Please. She's like,
Share
no
something.
problem. I love her confidence.
It's a man's world, but it don't mean nothing, nothing, yeah, without a woman or a girl. See, man made a car to take us over the roads, yeah, and man made a trains to carry the heavy, heavy loads, and man made the electric lights to take us out of the darkness, yeah. Man made a bomb from the water, like Noah made the ark. It is a man's world, but it don't mean nothing, nothing, without a woman or a girl, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, without a woman or a girl.
Oh my God, I can feel her pulse. Oh my gosh, both of you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. I swear, I cannot get enough of her energy. We'll be right back. And our next guests are fighting and advocates for cancer cures. They are part of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and one of them is running for being the Student of the Year. Please welcome Cami Cagliardone and Madeleine Hammington. How are you girls? God, you guys have amazing names. Right? So tell us, you're her mentor,
Yeah.
right? And how did you guys meet?
So I work at the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society on the Students of the Year campaign. And I worked with the team last year that nominated Cami. So Cami actually has been nominated to be a part of this campaign. And that's a really special honor.
Yeah, and how did she get nominated? How did the connection happen, I guess?
Yeah, so do you actually want to share?
Yeah, so I have one of my friends, Ava Hooden. She ran as the Student of the Year last year. She actually ended up winning, and she raised more than $165,000. Oh, wow. So which is yes. Yeah. So she's one of my good friends, and she ended up nominating me last year.
Wow. And where did this passion come from? Have you had friends that had to suffer with this?
So I am doing all this, and I'm running as a student, as a candidate, because I have my grandpa was diagnosed with cancer in 2017. He passed away in 2018, and I also have Ava, this girl, and her dad Tim. They were both diagnosed with 2 different types of leukemia. With the help of LLS and like all the research they're doing, Ava is cured, and Tim still lives with leukemia, but he takes a pill like every day to pretty much stay alive.
So what's the goal of this campaign? What's your goal to reach?
So I am working on raising $50,000. The Student of the Year campaign is a 7-week leadership development program for high school students, And during this period of time, high school students raise funds for cancer research. So this is like this is a competition, and the student who raises the most funds will be Student of the Year.
How do you donate? How do we find you?
So I have a personal page. I have a link to my page. You can there donate online. There's like a video of me explaining why I'm doing it and like what this is all about. And there's another way which can be help me like get sponsorship or secure sponsorships. So yeah, that would be two of the ways that people could support my campaign.
And we take Venmo, check, anything cash. We take
What
it
is
all.
the website though? Is it just under your name or?
Yeah, so if you go to Students of the Year Los Angeles and then you look up our candidates, Cami is right there. And so Cami Cagliardone, it takes you right to her page. But we can also send you guys that information directly.
Of course. And like, what does it take? How do you choose a leader? You know, as far as for the kids that are running for the campaign?
Yeah, so the kids that are participating in this campaign, like you said, it's that word, leaders. But really, we're looking for students who are passionate about finding cures, similar to Cami, have a connection to the mission, are organized, have the community. So Cami is not doing this on her own. She has built a team around her of not just high school students, but adults, which is really incredible. Cami only moved to America 3 years ago from Argentina. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, she's doing incredible things.
Yeah, and how was that transition coming here from Argentina?
It was, I didn't like it at first. I really didn't want to leave. I mean, I have all my family there and my friends, so it was been something that I really wanted. But now, if like, I'm like here now today, I love it. I love living here.
Yeah, you like found your purpose, right, with this passion project right now.
Yeah, I have so many opportunities here that I didn't have back there. So it's I like it.
And were you always a leader? Is this something since a little kid you've done, or?
Not really.
No, this is something out of your comfort zone then.
Yeah, very much so.
States.
Yeah, she didn't do anything like this. She had never fundraised before. And so the fact that she is 15 and doing this, that's
amazing.
crazy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Be proud.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud. She's doing incredible things. She's met with so many business leaders, so many cool people, having never led a meeting before, and now she's led like 15 or 20.
Oh my God, you were a born leader, girl. Well, thank you, girls, so much. And that was it for today, you guys. Don't forget to follow us on Get It Girl TV and LA TV Network, and we'll see you next time.